So, how do you get over your height insecurity? I just got an email about it. Somebody says, "Hello, Andrew. I hope everything is well with you. I just emailed you to ask about a solution for my height insecurity. I've kind of been feeling bad about it. I used to not give a damn about it before and made plenty of friends and did well in sports. However, my parents are so focused on it. They think that as soon as I hit 6 foot, I'm going to become a multimillionaire womanizer with everyone's respect. Basically, they're making me feel as if I'm not adequate enough. I tell them this, and they have the same response every time. Just try, please. We don't want you to feel bad when you grow up. But the thing is, I've been getting sleep, working out, and playing sports, as well as eating healthy, but without the goal of becoming taller, just to feel better and healthier. They think everything should be about and for my height. I always try to tell them, I don't care, please don't talk about it, it doesn't even matter. Every day they keep bringing it up, and it's been getting to me lately. By the way, I'm 168 centimeters and 15 if that matters anyway. Would love to hear your take on this, as I am aware that you're not the tallest guy either. All right, so I responded to him, and this is what I said to him, and it's mostly around dealing with his parents, but I want to tell you guys also how you can get over your own height insecurity. I'm sure a lot of you don't feel insecure just because your parents are bullying you, and I think I have a few helpful tips to help you get over your height insecurity. So my response to him was, you can't control what they say or do, just what you say or do. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. Accept yourself as you are and do your best in sports and other passions you have. But as hard as it is, also do your best to accept that they are not perfect people. Them trying to force you to get taller seems unreasonable, but you can't live your whole life trying to make others happy. Do what you love and forget the criticisms / lack of acceptance towards your height. You're doing your best, and 168 centimeters is a beautiful height, especially at 15. Love yourself even if others want you to change, even if others want to change things about you. Right? So that's my take on what he should do with his parents. Stop trying to control them. Just accept that they're kind of, you can communicate like, hey, when you criticize my height, it makes me feel inadequate, right? So those are like I statements. It works to communicate with anybody, right? So like when somebody does something that you don't like, you can say, hey, when you do this, insert action here, I feel this emotion. So instead of saying you're the worst parent ever, instead of criticizing, it takes the attacking off, and it's like saying, hey, I feel like this when you do that. And a lot of people will change when you communicate with them like that. But if they don't want to change and you're stuck living with them, you kind of just have to accept the situation you're in. Now, how do you get over your height insecurity? There's two things. So first, the insecurity might come from women, right? You want to be an attractive mate. You want to be desired by women, and you feel like your height makes you undesirable, And that would make sense because people post a bunch of memes about short men, and women post all kinds of stuff about how unattractive short men are. So why wouldn't you feel insecure? But I have a little suggestion. Imagine Zac Efron. He's 5'8", just like me, my same height. And he wanted to hit on a girl, right? And she finds him attractive, and she thinks he's beautiful, whatever. They meet up in person. She's like, oh, you're only 5'8". Sorry, Zac Efron, I can't date you. That would be ridiculous, right? Or Jeff Bezos. I think he's around 5'8", my height too. And imagine a girl wants to be with Jeff Bezos, and then she finds out he's 5'8". She's like, oh, sorry, Jeff Bezos, that's a deal breaker. You're only 5'8". So my point is that your height isn't the only thing that really matters to attract women. Even like I've dated girls that are taller than me, and I'm sure a lot of short men date girls that are taller than them just fine because they're not insecure about it. When you're insecure about it, that's what causes the issue, right? I remember I saw this conversation where this guy was like, hey, he was like talking to a girl on Tinder. He's like, hey, sorry to break it to you, but I'm 5'3". She's like, that's fine. He's like, no, you hate guys that are short. You don't actually like me. And she's like, no, I was actually willing to go on a date with you. And so you started acting like this, right? And a lot of guys will project their insecurities onto women and act as if like, oh, she's not going to like me anyway, so why even try, right? So you don't really try with women, or you get rejected a couple times. You're like, why ever try again? Realize that height isn't a big deal breaker for a lot of women, and there's other things that you can improve, right? You can increase your wealth, right? Being wealthy, being able to provide security for women is attractive, right? Being able to live life on your terms is attractive. And how about going to the gym, improving your muscles, looking good, right? Taking care of yourself, hygiene, stuff like that. those things, maybe dressing better, smelling better. There's a lot of things that you can do to improve yourself that make your height almost irrelevant, really, right? So that's in dealing with women. But what about the thoughts that you get? You know, the, oh my God, he's so much taller than me. I wish I was manlier. I wish I was more attractive. What, those like thoughts that keep coming in your head, which could be from what your parents instilled in you, or it could be from what society instilled in you. And for that, I would recommend mindfulness. So mindfulness is the ability to control your thoughts. You know, if I'm gonna summarize it, a little light went out on my TV. I was using that. Anyway, I'll just move. So mindfulness is becoming aware of your thoughts, right? So for example, you can do it right now and become aware of the sounds that you hear. Become aware of what you see. Become aware of what you taste. Become aware of what you smell. I can't smell right now because I'm a little sick. It's not COVID. And then become aware of what you feel, right? So the sensations on your body, your clothes on your skin, and maybe even the emotions that you feel in your body. See, so you stop thinking and you focus on these things. Another thing that you can focus on, which is my favorite thing, is focusing on your breath. Just watch the breath go in and out of your body. Just observe your breath. Not observing your thoughts, not like, if a thought comes, right, because the mind thinks involuntarily the same way that your heart beats involuntarily, right? So your thoughts will come, but just kind of let them pass, don't engage with them. So what happens is that thought about your height insecurity will come, and it's like, you're so freaking short, and then you just kind of let it pass. You don't engage with it, you don't try to talk back to it, you just let the thought pass, and you observe the emotions in your body. And eventually, after you observe those emotions, they'll pass, right? So if you're feeling, let's say, sad, and you observe that emotion in your chest, it kind of lets go, and maybe you become angry, and then you observe that emotion, maybe it's in your stomach, and you let that go, and then maybe you feel prideful, you know, you let that go, maybe you feel courage. So if you want more information on that, I made another video. I recently posted it on this channel. I think it's called something letting go, something like that. So you can check that out on my channel. I don't take this channel super seriously, so I don't know if I'll even post a link down there, but you can find it on my channel. And yeah, those are my three tips. The first one is you accept the things that you can't control and then work on the things that you can control. That's the first tip. So that includes your parents' opinions, other people's opinions, your unchangeable height, etc. Number two is realize that there's many things that can make you attractive. So work on the things that can make you attractive, like being wealthier, taking care of your body, working on your fashion, etc. And then lastly, practice mindfulness. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you guys one of these years.